Hey, Faithful. Welcome to another episode of Voice of a Niner Faithful. I'm Jason, your host. Today we'll be discussing the team loss against the Rams yesterday, 42-26. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more 49er content from a fan's perspective. All right, let's get into it. Yes, we lost 42-26. Definitely could have gone better. Couple of things to consider, though. One, the Rams, they're hot right now. You can't deny what Stafford, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, what they're all doing. He's on fire right now. But you also have to consider our defense at the moment. This game definitely showed what happens without Fred Warner, with what happens without Nick Bosa, no Mikael Williams. It was a tough one. I mean, a lot of missed tackles, a lot of missed coverages. This was what I consider more of a defensive loss than a whole team loss. And it is even fully on the defense. I mean, I think this would have been a much closer game had Fred Warner been in there, had Nick Bosa been in there. Yes, 42-26. It could have been a lot better. But there are pluses here. Plus number one, though we lost, Mac Jones. Yes, it showed he's not a mobile quarterback. But 33 of 39, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, he got the interception. He threw the interception. It was, fourth down. He was just trying to make something happen, and the interception happened. So it was better because at least if they would have sacked him, they would have had the ball even better position than they did with the interception. So it's kind of But he actually did okay. You can't deny the numbers. But you can deny, I don't know how to word that. He still showed that he's not the mobile quarterback that Brock Purdy is. So hopefully we'll get Brock next week. We'll see. Otherwise, I think the offense did okay. 26. They put up 26 points. Mac Jones did not get sacked. And this is against the Rams defense, who top 5 defense. And our offensive line held. I think this shows that there's improvement. And talk about, did you not see that George Kittle touchdown? That was huge. George he just doesn't stop. It doesn't matter what the score is. And that's awesome. That to me makes him the best tight end ever. Juwan Jennings, he dropped a couple, but he made up for it with a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, he still was Christian McCaffrey, but this game he actually did not make 100 yards overall. He did 30 yards rushing, 66 passing. Receiving, and he didn't quite get to that 100 again. So hopefully he'll fix that next game. Sky Moore, the one 18-yard reception that he got, that was awesome. Luke Farrell, he did okay. Brian Robinson actually had more rushing yards than Christian McCaffrey this game and less carries. 8 carries for 41 yards. Christian McCaffrey had 12 carries for only 30 yards. It's good to have quality running backs. I still think they could have thrown Guerendo in there just for a play or two, just to give him some confidence. But we'll see what happens with Guerendo later. So the team is now 6-4. We still have 3 wins in the division. I'm confident we will beat the Cardinals next week, so we will have 4 wins in the division. The Rams play the Seahawks next week, so that'll be a good game. Definitely going to keep an eye on that one. Our next 4 opponents are, it's the NFL, so anything can happen, but relatively easier games. So we could easily be, after the next 4 games, next 5 weeks, because one of those weeks is a bye week. After our next 4 games, we could be 10-4. If we could win these next 3 games before the bye week, and those next 3 games will be, and bring it up here real quick. I know that the Cardinals are next. Cardinals, Panthers, and Browns. Now, the Cardinals are not doing all that great. I'm confident that they can do that. I think we can win. The Panthers are actually on a decent run at the moment, but I still think we got them too. The Browns, they still have a good defense. Garrett is still good, but I still think we can get that one as well. And then we have our bye week. And then we come back and play the Titans. So by the game before Christmas against the Colts, we should be hopefully 10-4. So then we'll have the Colts, the Bears, and the Seahawks, the last 3 games of the season. The Colts will be tough. The Bears, I think we could pull it off, even though my wife would disagree because she's a Bears fan. And then the Seahawks. Even if we just win one of those last 3 games, if we're 10-4 by after the Titans, that'd be 11-6. And that's a pot that we should make the playoffs at 11-6. It'd be tough with it, even if we won 10 games and that was it. Then I would say maybe we wouldn't make the playoffs. But we get that 11th win, I think we're in for sure. Now the Rams, on the other hand, they play. Let's see where they play the Seahawks, then the Bucks, then they got 2 more fairly easy games, Panthers, Cardinals. Then they got to play the Lions, and then the Seahawks again. And then the Falcons, their last 2 should be relatively easy. The middle 2, Panthers, Cardinals, should be easy. But then they got to play the Seahawks twice, the Buccaneers, and the Lions. There's no guarantee that they're going to win all of those games for sure. Of course, there's no guarantee we're going to win any of ours, but I think ours are definitely a lot easier than theirs. So there's still a chance here. Let's not give up on the team just because we lost to the Rams. We beat them once. They beat us once. We're 1-1. It's not a horrible thing. We can still come out of this season into the playoffs and make a run. We'll be a lot healthier by then. Hopefully, Ayuk will be back at some point in the season. I'm sure that Purdy will play sometime this season. That turf toe, that's just nasty stuff. But we can still hit the playoffs. And the playoffs are a whole, all right, you're in the playoffs, it's a whole nother season almost. You're one and done if you lose, but it's possible to do amazing things once you get there. So let's see what happens. Now, like I said, we play the Cardinals next week. I think we have a definite good chance of beating them again and being 4-1 in the division. And that's definitely nothing to sneeze at. We'll see what happens with Seattle and the Rams and go from there. So, until next week, or better yet, until Thursday for 49ers Trivia Thursday, I'm Jason. Don't forget to subscribe and see you on Thursday. Go Niners!